Shalom, shalom. I do want to start off this quick lesson by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. This lesson I do want to get into today is about the market crash. All right. The reason why is because a lot of reporters like Canadian Prepper and even other people that's in the stock market are reporting in that basically the stocks are just going down. Like everything's just going down. Now there is some people saying they're winning here and there, and the only reason why is because of the surge of people being prepared. But other than that, everything's going to crash. And the reason why I want to get into this lesson is because it is leading to a prophecy that we all know and love. Jacob trouble. All right. Jeremiah 37, alas, for the day is great, so that nothing like it, even the time of Jacob trouble. All right. And that in those times, there's gonna be a time where basically hell broke loose in the streets. Shit is not in the stories anymore. People are starving, people is, dying. All right. Everybody's panicking. People is robbing each other's stores. Why? Each other houses. Why? Because there's no food in the stores anymore. All right. The prices went up to the point where there's a high demand for it, and now there's not gonna be that much food. And you already know people. You know, if Jake don't get their shit, what they finna do? They're finna steal it. If an Edomite don't get his shit, he gonna shoot up the place. All right. There's shit is gonna hit the fan when the market crash. When the market crash, people's gonna go panic mode. All right. If you guys worked in a retail store before and see how they act, even when times are good, when they still got the resources in hand, when still buying food, clothes, they still be annoyed. They still be paranoid. What's it called? They still be what's that word? They still be impatient. They have attitude. They're ungrateful. People in America they're over themselves. So just imagine when all hell break loose and there's nothing in the stores. Look, man, some of these Edomites or Jake, they're gonna shoot themselves because they think that this is diabolical. That's how like bitch made the American citizens are. All right, they're truly believe America have raised the American citizens to be their emotions 24/7, and you can see it. And when Jacob Trouble starts, this is gonna be painful for them. Why? Because they're emotional individuals. All right, when they see people dying in the streets, people robbing, they're gonna follow suit and they're gonna follow the crowd. All right, we also live in a generation when everybody want to be a bandwagon. So one person does this, everybody's gonna do it. If this person do it, everybody's gonna do it. That's the generation we live in. All right, the woman, they're done for. They have a entitled mentality to the point where they think that they're better than you. They think they're better than you in multiple ways, even though they're living in a slump, even though they're the one who stank, even though they're the one who living off somebody else's paycheck. They will look at you and say, "I'm better than you." They will say that. In these day and age, the man that had been treated wrong by the woman, he's gonna get his pound of flesh. That's the reality of the situation we're about to enter into. All right, and the market is that's look, man. Even some reporters saying that it's worse than COVID-19. They said the market is worse than COVID-19. When this COVID happened, the market was plummeting. You were like, damn, shit, it was bad. But now this is worse. And why is it worse? Because look, man, we're about to go to war, man. And America somehow made the whole world hates them. America found a way to make herself made hated by the whole world. It's hated by Canada. How the fuck you make Canada hate you? How is that even possible, man? They're known to be nice. So how did you make Canada hate you? How you made everybody hate you? Everybody. They damn near joining Russia's side at this point. And that goes to the prophecy of Book of Revelation 14, while it says the beast shall hate the whore. All right. The NATO nations is gonna hate America very soon. That's what's about to come to pass. They're gonna burn her desolate. All right. Matter of fact, I really wish I could get the precept. And the only reason why I'm not leaving out this YouTube is because I don't know if there's any other sensitive information that's shown in the background. So I'm gonna be right back. Grab my Bible real quick so I can grab Revelation 14. I'll be right back. I don't think it's Revelation 14, Salakia. I think I was wrong. I think it was Revelation 17. Salakia, Salakia. Give me. I'm trying to find it. I'm reading, reading. Nope. Or Revelation 17, verse 16. It says this: "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate, and desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." That's what's about to come to pass. So basically, the NATO nations are about to come together against America and destroy her. Why? Because America has been treating them roughly. It has been treating them unfair all these years. And you can see it happening right now. All right, America is putting tariffs upon Canada, Mexico, other allies if they don't do what they want to do. While Russia, he's letting his nation do what they want to do and supplying them with money. You can see how they're being treated unfair. And the fact that America is treating Canada worse than China shows a lot. That shows a lot. And Canada's not going to tolerate that. France is not going to tolerate that. I believe a country, I don't know who it was. I believe it was in Canada, but Canada said that they should go to war with America because America is threatening them. We should have let them threaten us. I think that's what the woman said. But some political parties in Mexico and Canada said that's crazy because they're right there. They can shoot nukes at us right back. That's insane. But going to the point is that going to the point is that they hate America. So what's gonna happen very soon? The NATO nation's gonna go against America too. The stock market to go plummet. People's gonna start panicking. People's gonna start doing this and this and that. Then they're gonna see that's what's about to come to pass. And we're in that final stage. All right, we're in the last days. If you Israelite so-called Negroes like to the Americans, and I know it would sound like a broken record, but if you haven't repented to the ways of Yahuwah, then you're just roughly, not roughly, you're heavenly screwed. All right, because shit is about to hit the fan. That's when Yahuwah is not going to give no more mercies. He's just going to go straight to judgment because you haven't tried to do what's right. You didn't even try to come back to his ways. You were just being a bunch of demons. All right. But anyways, I did some research of what will happen if the market crash. I just did a Google research, nothing too crazy. And this is what happened. It says, what will happen if the market crashes? Let me click it again. All right. If stock prices fall substantially, corporations will have less capacity to grow, resulting to insolvency. A demand reduction eventually leads to less revenue, which causes more people to be laid off. Thus, decline continue and economy collapses, leading to the formation of a recession. Let's look up to the word of insolvency. Insolvency, the state of being insolvent and liable and inability, Slovakia, to pay one debt. The club was facing insolvency. Hold on. Similar words. It's words that's similar to insolvency. Bankruptcy, failure, collapse, ruin, bakery. All right, folding. All right, you know how you somebody fight and they fold an individual, they basically get hurt. That's basically what's gonna happen to the economy. The economy's gonna fold, it's gonna crash, it's gonna collapse. And what's gonna happen when the economy collapses? What will happen if the economy collapses? What will happen to the stock markets? Let me see if I have it here. No, I don't. What happened? I probably went boop. I went back too far. Being insolvent. So that's not what I was looking for. What? Oh, it's right there, I think. What will happen if the market? No, define solving what happens to market crash. I don't think this is the one. Let's go back to Google. Let's do this. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. What will happen to the stores in a market crash? Okay, I don't know why that happened, but that's not what they showed me. You see how they that's not what they showed me. What will happen to the stores in a market crash? Well, that's not what they told me. I did the research already before I did the lesson, and basically what they said was if the market crash, when what happens to the stores is that the prices of the demands of prices will go high to the point where it won't be available in the stores. People will start going to try to rely to cheaper options, but that's going to happen to that too, making everybody lose money. Well, they're not going to lose money because they're going to bring up the prices because of inflation, but yeah, it's gonna make the prices go heavily upwards. However, however, they won't be able to buy that much resources inside the store, reaching to famine. And you already know people in this day and age, they're not gonna stay around in a famine. They're gonna go, crazy. Where is it? All right, but basically, all stores out there will just lose the capability to have the stuff that they need. The what's the word I'm looking for? I want to describe it. Basically, the stores won't have the resources that it used to have, so people could buy the supplies. So they're gonna be less in it. So when you go in the stores and you're trying to get something, it's gonna be wiped away because everybody brought it. All right. And I wanted to grab a scripture, the famine, the scripture of Second Ezra 6, verse 22. Let me see. Yep, let's go right here. Let's go to Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, and it says this, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. All right. So what's your sown houses or storehouses? That's your, everyday Walmart, Publix, all right, Target. Very soon it's gonna be found empty. Why? Because the market has crashed. People has the supplies and needs our price went up, leading to stores won't be able to afford the quantity that they have, and people's gonna panic and they're gonna buy it. And one day you're gonna be that unlucky individual. You're gonna walk in the store and shit gonna be empty. Just like what happened in COVID, when everybody got scared that they gotta stay home all day, and everybody started buying toilet papers. And what happened? People was buying toilet papers. People was what was it? Oh yeah, people was buying so much toilet paper to the point where there was nothing in the and nothing in the on the table on the dang man, what is those things called when you put it up? Well, it's not gonna be on the table anymore. F it. You should, if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. It's not going to be in the store anymore, and people's going to start panicking, or leading to another thing, Jacob Trouble, because that's when everybody's going to start robbing other people's houses. People's going to start panicking. People's going to start worrying because now they know the market's going to crash. If the market crash, what else is going to happen? All right, people already know about the Hebrew Israelites. People already heard about Canadian Prepper and everybody else, so they already know that War 3 is going to come too. So everybody's gonna start panicking. People's gonna start trying to buy stuff. They're gonna start try to start doing all these things. It's not gonna work because when War 3 happens and nukes come, what's gonna help them? Jacob Trouble. Everybody's gonna be panicking left and right. So let's grab that real quick. Let's go to second Edris 16, verse 17. It says, "This woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows, a great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?" Let's repeat that scripture again. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine, and that's what's happening right now. The famine is going to start happening, and great death, the beginning of wars. Are we not about to go to war with Russia and Iran with Israel? Yes, America is. All right, and China's gonna go to war with America and, for Taiwan because they need a chip manufacturer, and Canada's gonna join in. That's beginning of wars, and power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. And it's lucky I'm sick, but that's basically America. America, the American citizens, they don't mindful of their own wickedness. They still indulging in sodomy. They're still doing pedophilia shit. Jake is out of order. Woman is being adulterous. They're not mindful of it. They're not mindful of the scourges, the wickedness, because they're not being hurt yet. They're not getting licks. They're not, getting punched in the shit yet. So when they get hit, they're going to realize that they should have never done those things. And by the time they realize it, it's going to be too late. Why? Because all the wickedness that's about to come to pass is going to take them away. Just like the days of Noah were. All right, they were eating and drinking, married, giving in marriage. People was living their normal day life, and next minute later, when Noah entered the ark, and it started raining, they all started shitting bricks because they never rained in the past like that before. And how did the crops grow? It was dew. Such as the word dew. It was like a mist of water that would feed the grass. All right, that's what how plants was being fed. But when rain started happening, they realized they didn't fucked up. And was it too late for them? Yeah, because they had all the chance to repent and they didn't. And now what happened? They got taken away by the flood. The same way it's about to happen when all these scourges come to pass. The famine, Jacob trouble. People started killing one another. They're everybody that's wicked here is gonna be taken away by it. And if they survive all of that, they're not gonna survive the nukes. That they're good luck. That's hydrogen bombs. All right, I think it was a Tarsar bomb, the most powerful nuke that Russia have created. It's still powerful in this day and age. It shook damn near the whole world. I believe France had an earthquake when that happened. They Japan had an earthquake too. It was like, what the who caused earthquakes? And it was Russia. Russia was testing their bombs somewhere in 1960. I'm probably going way back, way back. You know what? Matter of fact, something called doing Google search. Oh, I was wrong. Probably I'm thinking about something else then. Because right here it says, while the seismic waves from the Tarsar bomb nuclear explosion were immense, no evidence suggests the explosions directly triggered a caused by earthquake. Atomic Heritage Foundation Nuclear Museum. Oh, I was right about the year though, 1960. Okay, it wasn't caused by an earthquake. It didn't occur as an earthquake, but it says its seismic waves were recorded globally. The seismic body wave magnitude was estimated to be between 5.0 and 5.25. No evidence suggests it directly triggered or caused any earthquakes. So it didn't cause earthquakes, but the whole world felt it. Everybody felt it with their tech. They're like, damn, who did that? It wasn't a level of earthquake, but imagine imagine somebody that slammed the door and you know how the house vibrates here and there. That's basically what happened. I believe France, Japan, and basically the neighboring allies heard it. They heard it. Even America heard it. It was like, what the fuck is going on? America checked their satellites and they saw a fat ass mushroom cloud and the area where Russia was basically, or known as Soviets, was tasting the Tarsal bomb. So if one bomb and they was doing it in 1960 did that in the past, what do you think is gonna happen in this day and age with advanced technology where they could actually make their bombs more powerful and powerful? America is not gonna survive this bomb. You're not. And let's say you do. The American citizens can't even survive their damn selves. They can't wipe their own ass. If you work, look, man, if you work in a retail store, you understand that American citizens don't know how to wipe their own ass. That's just a simple fact. They don't know how to do shit for them. I, for me, when I'm working in retail and I'm folding their clothes, they're acting like that's amazing. Like, wow, you folding their clothes? Like I thought you were supposed to do that. I thought you're supposed to organize stuff in your house. Are you not supposed to clean? It's like that's a rare thing to them. So if all hell break loose and you know they're in a shitty situation, they're not gonna survive. They have no knowledge at all. They don't have basic knowledge to take a shower if they had that. So look, man, America, we're everybody's gonna get everybody. And the Edomites, they don't have YAHAWASHI by their side, so they're having they're worse. They're shit's about to hit the fan. That's all I gotta say. That when the market crash, Jacob Trouble's gonna start, and Jacob Trouble is not only for Israelites, so-called Negroes, and the Americans. It's going to affect the other nations too. Jacob Trouble is everybody trouble, essentially. All right, but going back, it says, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." Verse 1, "Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." That's what's happening right now. Everybody is not thinking about it because, they're still going to Walmart, they're still going to Target, they're still going to Publix, they're still going to Walgreens, buying their stuff, their needs. They're getting the chicken, the fixtures are so cheap and good. Everybody's living it good. The price did go up here and there, but it's not hurting that much people. Just grab you a buddy in the house and you good. But what happened? Then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, great tribulation. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So even though all these things gonna happen very soon, everybody that's in America, they're gonna die by the famine, by the sword, by plagues. They're gonna die by many things, and that's what we're entering. We're gonna enter in a time where people's gonna be judged for all their wickedness, for everything that they have done. You know, it's lucky. Let's grab Second Ezra chapter 15. Oh, not 15. What am I doing, man? Oh, it is 15. It's lucky. I'm right here. Let's go straight to the point. Verse 19. It says this: "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with a sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations." All right. So basically, when people's at home, people's gonna be there's no food at stores. He got a kid, he got a family, he gotta find out a way to make sure his kid's okay. And that man heard a neighbor prepping all these years. Or like the movie Leave the World Behind. What happened? The man that was bugging out, telling everybody to be safe. Everybody didn't believe him. Everybody thought he was crazy. Now when Aho broke loose, they all came up to him and he was like, "Give me pills for my son. Give me pills for my son." But in those days, and these days about to get into, we live in a time where people are cold to one another. People don't give two shits about each other. They care about themselves and themselves only. So they're not going to be asking to help me or help. They're going to go down and start killing one another. They're going to start ravishing one another. Why? Because for the lack of bread and for and a great tribulation that they're catching. So they're going to be killing one another too. That's what's about to come out. Let's read it again. Verse 19, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 19. "A man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." People's not gonna care about one another. They're gonna start spoil one another, they're gonna start crashing. That's what's about to come to pass when a crash happens. All right, people's gonna be going crazy. And then Trump's gonna come out with a solution, be like, "Hey guys, look, we got the MOTB." A lot of people's gonna go against it, but New World Order is gonna have no mercy. People that goes against it are gonna be put to death. People's gonna fold in those days because you won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell, you won't be able to do anything without the MOTB, with the RFID chip or the RFID chip. Basically, the RFID chip is the MOTB. And people's gonna fold in those days because they won't be able to, like I said, buy and sell. And yeah. And if you do, you're eating news. But going back to the point, Jacob Troubles is not come to pass. And that's gonna be a day of woes after woes after woes. Because when those days happen, everybody's gonna get a reality check. In America, everybody's gonna need to get a reality check. The man, the woman, everybody. But that's how we're getting today. Always edified by this lesson. I do want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the elders and Apostle Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.